to take the stage, we have Natasha Naidu with The People of the Agreement.
This is Parvathamma. She is my ancestor. In 1903, Parvathamma was recently widowed and struggling to support her 5 children in India. She was approached by recruiters who offered her good working conditions and good wages working on sugar plantations in Fiji. There, she would work for the Australian Colonial Sugar Refining Company, and the CSR brand of sugar is still sold in Coles and Woolies today. Faced with her financial difficulty, Parvathamma saw an opportunity and she signed on. But Fiji was much further from home than had been described, the conditions of work harsh indeed, and the wages were less than promised. She was shocked to discover she could be sent to prison for not working hard enough, and that she would have to stay in work for at least 5 years. This was indentured labour, the lesser-known system that followed slavery, and saw more than 1.3 million Indian workers transported around the world, many never able to return home. Parvathamma and people like her came to be known as the Giramitia. The word Giramit comes from the English word agreement and is a reference to the labour contract the workers signed. The identity of the Giramitia then comes to mean the people of the agreement. But what was so important about this agreement to the workers? That is the question I ask in my PhD. Drawing on archival research, I show that after the end of slavery, the British had the labourers sign a contract to document their voluntary agreement to work. But when I turn to oral histories with the descendants of the labourers themselves, I find another story. What the workers had agreed to was not what they were experiencing. They felt betrayed by this agreement, and they expressed this when calling themselves the Giramitia. In doing so, they turned a simple legal contract into something potentially more powerful, an identity of resistance. And it is this resistance that would eventually shine through in the global movement to abolish indentured labour. Today, as Australian corporations and governments reckon with their colonial past in the Pacific, my research makes the signing of a contract the starting point of inquiry. It invites us to look beyond this fact and to consider the way these contracts were experienced, contested, resisted, and remembered. Telling the story of Parvathamma not only connects me to my ancestral past, but connects us all to the continuities of the colonial past. After all, this is a story about more than just one woman. It is a hidden history of the contract itself, and that is a form of law that you and I remain engaged in today.